Which is why you don't do
I
that.
don't know. I mean, it should be more accepted to just be like, yeah, my head is not really feeling that well. But that's not how society works, and that's kind of the issue. That's not how we've been conditioned to work.
It's society that's wrong. Yeah, well, then you just become one of the people that tries to change that. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get a lot better at. It's like, if I'm having a shit day, I make sure fucking everybody knows. I don't hide it anymore. It's just not something I do. Hello,
Yeah,
Ashmore.
no.
How are you, my dude? Hope you're well.
Hi, Ashmore. I mean, I've been good at like just listening to my body, taking breaks and stuff. That's why I just skipped the Friday stream, because I was like, I could stream today, but you know what? I'm just gonna. I streamed yesterday. It's fine.
You just have to start and not think about all the stuff too much, Murdo. I mean, that sounds like the just be happy meme, but like,
It is. That's actually how it is, though.
a good chunk of it is literally that is the case. Like, you do just have to fucking accept that you have issues and you need to work through them at some point. And it's not easy, you know. I'm as much a fucking victim of that as anybody. The amount of times I'm fucking complaining about shit that I could potentially start thinking about doing something about, and I'm just kind of like, why is effort though? It's a fucking shit game. It really is. What am I looking for right now? I need a new fucking shovel because Silk Touch isn't working for me.
It's actually kind of accurate with what I want to do with like YouTube stuff. It's definitely a lot of it where you just need to like do the thing, plan out the project, and just kind of do it. It's not really something you want to. Yeah, but also what was interesting, actually talking to Bingle about this actually helped me a bit to understand like what's happening. Because Bingle was totally right. Because I was like talking about what I'm gonna do since Christmas. And like she said that actually doing all that is the wrong approach. Because if you like tell people and they're like, oh, that's cool and stuff, and then you just get your dopamine that you want from that, you don't actually do it.
That's what I told you as well. It's a case of like, the more you tell people you're going to do something, the less likely it is that you actually do it.
Yeah, it's actually interesting, but like the explanation of Bingle like actually really helped me understand that, because it's really like, oh yeah, I already got my gratification from people telling me, oh, good job, buddy. But I haven't actually done anything yet. But I just kind of do it because I like the attention.
How's Minecraft treating you two? Oh, I'm the only one playing it because Murdo's a speedrunning champion. Yeah, it's going pretty well. I've kind of just accepted now that I don't actually play the game or any of its objectives. I just build villages now. And I'm okay with that. I enjoy it. How's your weekend been, Ashmore? Hope it's been okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to be funny. Do what you have to do, and I know how hard it is. I've quit streaming on YouTube way too many times before because I get too much into my own head like everybody else. Yeah, I've been borderline close to just saying, you know what, I'm done with streaming. More times this year than I have already in the last, like, no, sorry, I'll correct myself. In the last 3 months, I've probably done that more than I have any other time.
Cheers.
Yeah. I don't know, it's difficult. A big part of me, I think, and this is, I don't want this to sound like I'm mad at these people for their situation. A lot of people that stream, especially people that get into streaming these days, already have a built-in friend group or whatever that'll actually be there to watch the streams and stuff like that. And again, not angry at these people. I'm really fucking glad that people have this situation for them. When I started streaming, granted, I had a couple of people that definitely turned up for a lot of the streams, but I look at the people that watch the stream now and regularly, and none of those people are in that list anymore. And I'm even, and I can even go deeper than that. The first year I started, Gibbo and Murdo, I think, are the only people, and if I've missed anyone, I'm really sorry, are the only people that still regularly turn up to the stream.
I mean,
or on stream. It's a difficult situation for Aria because there was, you know, the whole shit that happened in the first year, but we won't go into that. But, again, I don't want to call anybody out. This is the thing, it's why I didn't mention any names. Aria is somebody that is now incredibly regular, as are a lot of people, but those names have changed so much, and I'd argue, if I was to say any of my real-life friends regularly turn up, I don't think, other than M, I guess, I don't think anybody really does.
Yeah, Yeah, me neither.
And this is the thing, I never really started with a friendship group of people that watch me stream either. So it's one of the things I'm incredibly proud of, and I've mentioned this before. I effectively built my community completely from scratch. And that is such a fucking big thing for me.
It's quite impressive.
It's two different extremes, really. It's like you either start with a load of people, and then people become like interested because you already have that viewer base, or you just hit the right games and the right communities and stuff like that, and you gain an audience that way. And I've done it. Again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything. It's literally how it is, but I feel like I definitely did it the harder way.
Yeah.
And I feel like I earned it. And I really enjoy the fact that people still come to the stream on an even semi-regular basis just to see the dumb shit that I'm doing and talking about. And I know most of you only turn up because of Murdo, but
Hello.
I like to pretend it's me, and that's absolutely fine for me. You probably they do change. I find a changing viewership. That's because I play so many different games. Probably the same. You probably see the same faces with different games. No, yeah. Like I said, there's certainly regulars that still turn up all the time, no matter what the game is. But you know, as Lily just said, before I started playing World of Warcraft a lot, Lily was in quite a few times a week. She'd be in like most streams. Now that I'm back to Warcraft, it's not so interesting to watch, and it definitely has cost me some viewership.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird to talk about, I guess, in some ways.
I mean, it depends what you want to do, because some people get their viewership from just doing a certain game, like WoW. There's dedicated WoW streamers.
Yeah, but I've never wanted to stick to one game, despite the fact I really enjoy certain games at certain times.
Yeah,
I think.
But there's also streamers that are like.
I'm going to say something incredibly controversial that may or may not be true. But I think if I stuck to Jackbox streaming from year one, I'd be partner right now. But I'd fucking hate streaming.
Yeah.
Because I've done well over 700 hours of Jackbox at this stage. And even that's been too much. Enjoyable, yes. I enjoy the kind of streams that come out of it. I enjoy the energy and stuff like that. But there's no fucking way I could keep that up as much as I was doing back then. And still enjoy streaming.
I mean, there were a lot of Jackbox streams that have been a dud as well. Like, not all of them have performed well.
The vast majority back then were always well over 20.
Yeah,
like these days, less so, definitely.
Yeah.
But if I was known for the Jackbox streaming and stuff like that that was what my thing was, I think I'd be close, if not partner, by now.
Yeah, maybe. I think so. The problem for me, right, is because like for you, you have like your small pockets of games, but you kind of want to focus on personality over games, which is also what I try to do. But like, I think for you, it's a bit easier to get new people in because you tend to play like the more popular games that are also popular streaming. Like I think Hades is doing pretty well streaming, or at least the popular game at the moment. That people might like to watch, or like fucking Horizon or something like that. But from I think problem is that both you and me have, I think, be a bit more because of the stuff I play, is that we try to build a community from what is basically just a variety of games where it's hard to really grab people. So these streams that we are doing more lend itself to streamers that already have a community that will watch whatever they play. But we are trying to build a community by playing these kind of games.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I said,
it's not. I'm not trying to like say that's bad or whatever. I'm just like trying to analyze it more or less.
There's very different ways of approaching streaming, and I think I've heard this from a lot of people. Sticking to one game is absolutely the way to grow quickly on stream.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like you and I both do this. We are definitely in it more for the personality and making friends with the community rather than turning it into a business, I guess, is maybe the best way to say it. Like, if it goes that way, that's great, fantastic. I'm glad, you know. It's definitely a goal of mine at some point, but if I don't get it, it's whatever. I've still got fantastic friends that I made through this.
Yeah, same.
I played a bit of Jackbox. You just get random tossers pop up in the chat most of the time. Yeah, Murdo, you random tosser.
Oh.
I think both... So, again, the two big extreme examples who've been with me for not far off 6 years this year. Gibbo and Murdo both came from Jackbox streams. I think for the most part, we haven't ended up with too many negative people. Although, you know, especially in the early days when you couldn't do Twitch login, you definitely had the knobheads coming in with as many racial slurs as possible.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's difficult to pass. I'm going based on a purely quantified basis on the Jackbox streams.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, you know, I'm good enough on my own to be a partner. I'm just saying the fact that I'd stuck with that one game for long enough, and that's what a lot of people would know the stream for and stuff like that, probably yield in like much higher numbers. But
Yeah.
again, especially in the last 2 or 3 years, the way I think about how I want my life going and stuff like that, numbers aren't important to me. It's the friends that I've made. You know, I've realized the most important people that I have in my life right now are people I've met through streaming and gaming. So
The friends, the real numbers are the friends who made along the way.
sure, let's go with that. What about me, Reeve? Boss God, when did you come into the stream? Because it wasn't 2015.
Yeah, right. You are a terrible person that we met through the stream.
Yeah, you're a terrible person we went through the stream.
No, yeah, that's why I thought, like, not necessarily just to boost my numbers, but also because I enjoy the medium of, like, YouTube a bit more, or, like, videos more. And I think actually building a community there can be a bit more helpful for your streams, because you can actually show people why they should be watching your streams when you can show them, like, a condensed version of your type of comedy. Because that's what we are trying to do, you know?
Well, this is why, you know, I am quite, not so much this year so far, but I'm a bit vocal about people making clips and stuff like that as well. Because if it was easy for me to remember where they were and stuff like that, I'd probably make so many of my own clips. But the problem is, I find shit funny that isn't funny.
Clips can be Clips can be amazing for that kind of stuff as well, yeah.
So I rely on people going, oh, this was funny, even if it's a quick clip and I can go back and look. But I don't do anything. What I've been doing on stream recently has not lent itself well to clips at all.
No, I don't think for me either.
It's, yeah, it's something to think about. It's definitely something I need to work on a lot more. Like, at one point I was like trying to post more actively on Instagram about streaming as well like that, but I keep forgetting to do it. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's fucking cat. I don't know. It always feels awkward talking about it because I feel like I'm going to upset somebody in how I say things, but yeah.
It feels like whining a
It
bit.
does, it absolutely does.
It does, it is.
And I don't want anyone to mistake it for that at all, because at the end of the day, I'm happy with where my streaming is.
Yes,
I really am. I'm just talking about, like, in a broad, abstract way about why I think things are the way they are, kind of thing. I'm not complaining about it. It's just how it is, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I just think for me, it's like, I don't really mind. I know it sounds like whining, but I'm just a guy that kind of talks how the things are for me. Like, I don't mind, like, just saying the things as they are. And I know for me, it's not necessarily the numbers or whatever. I mean, that's part of it, but, like, for me, it's more the case of that myself really needs, like, the gratification of some sorts. That's why I kind of, and I'm just always, like, kind of seeking the attention, more or less. Fuck this game, actually. Like, actually, fuck this game.
He's got the world record, boys, and now he hates it.
Yep.
What did it cost you, Murdo?
What?
What did it cost?
Everything.
Yeah, no, it's like, for me, it's mostly actually the gratification from, like, just getting told that I made something entertaining, funny, whatever. And it's like, it's just the entire reason why I kind of want to do more with what I'm doing, because it's always like, oh, you're funny, you're cool, you're creative. Like, I've always been told, like, especially by my parents back then. Like, this is a deep cut, but whatever. Especially like my parents at school. Like, it's always been this. Yeah, you could be doing better. You could be like, you could have like amazing grades, like A's across the board or whatever. It was like always this like, almost like taunting me, but I'm never actually doing anything. Like, people always go on and on about like, oh, you probably have potential or whatever, or like, oh, your ideas are great or something. But like, it's just never anything come from it, and that's kind of what this cycle of like me being disappointed in myself. It's just what I kind of want to break through finally. And it's nothing that anything else can do for me. I know that. I'm very aware. Yeah. Oh no, I've just kind of rambled there.
I was letting you get it all out your system, mate. It sounded like you were releasing some repressed memories.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's kind of like more or less how it is. And I just want to be like the guy known for the cool stuff, you know. I just want to be more than just a footnote.
Zero. The problem with what you said, and technically Lily, is that audience was never going to be yours anyway. If a viewer wants to watch a lady in skimpy clothing play a horror game, if they didn't exist, they wouldn't just start watching you. The royal you, I'm not talking about you specifically, but like, that's not what the people who watch that shit are there for. They're there to watch tits bounce, and unless you suddenly have tits that bounce for those people to watch, you were never going to get that audience anyway. It's what so many fucking incels complain about on Reddit. It's like, oh, I can't get views because fucking this girl's got a slight bit of cleavage showing. It's like, no, it's because you're a bad streamer and nobody gives a shit about your content.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want those kind of people with that kind of attitude on my stream anyway.
It's just, you have to basically see.
It's like a lot of things. Like you have to see like where's your avenue, what do you want to do, and then do that good. And if you do it well, then you should be able to attract an audience, but you have to basically play your win condition more or less, and you have to like advertise yourself well and like make good content that is easy digestible to get people in to watch your stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard. Not easy. I'm not saying it is. But that's basically what it is.
Let's be honest, you guys are all here because you like you enjoy someone who is kind of funny at times, but you also enjoy the cruelness that comes out of me with other people. And then I pretend it's a joke, and then really it's not.
I mean, the thing is, right, Liam actually had a few videos that actually did really well, specifically the Minecraft builds. But they, like, just because you have a lot of views on certain videos doesn't mean that they will translate into actual attention in other things, because, yeah, it didn't, did it?
No. I've started...
Absolutely did not.
I don't get anywhere near as many views on my VODs and stuff like that, or any of my other videos than I did on those 2 or 3 Minecraft videos.
Yeah, it got quite a few subscribers, but it didn't really...
They've only been going down. Like, every day I lose subs, even with new ones popping in.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. But for me, it's one of those. I'm not going to go back and make content I don't enjoy. It goes back to the Jackbox argument.
Yeah.
You know, I did say controversial, and I did say theoretical. Whether I would be partner or not doesn't really matter. For me, it's like, I'll give you a basis. It's like having sex without the love, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's great that you're having it. It's great that you're getting all this, but at the end of the day, it's incredibly unfulfilling. And life shouldn't be like that. You should enjoy what you're doing in life.
Yeah. That's why I'm just kind of, doing what I am passionate about. I'm now looking into, like, I'm streaming basically just what I want to stream, more or less. Like, I'm just now looking into trying to collect for the PS2 and show off dumb, stupid PlayStation 2 games and stuff like that. So, and also the Pokemon card when that is a thing again.
This is Transistor, Lily.
But yeah, it's, I'm just trying to, like, entertain the masses with dumb, stupid PlayStation 2 games, and sometimes it works, and sometimes people don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Like, I can talk about, like, specific games. Minecraft sometimes draws, like, a fantastic audience. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't, and it's, at the end of the day, it's just, like, who's around to be able to watch that kind of stuff. Most of my views are from regulars, and I'm really happy about that. I don't know 100% they wouldn't watch me. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I've seen those 2 categories of streamers grow real quick because those types of content have the larger viewer base on Twitch. Yeah, but like I said, if you're not that person, there's not really much you can do to change that. Just how it be. At the end of the day, I don't expect myself to grow much more than I am now, and I'm at peace with that. Like I said, I've gained some fantastic friends from this, and that's all it ever is, and that's all it ever is.
Yeah.
If it becomes more than that, especially with like my ideas to do more and different content, then fantastic. If not, I'm still doing what I enjoy at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's kind of my logic as well.
Are you going to
But
keep
then
streaming
I-
at this time instead? Not instead. I'm certainly going to be streaming at this time if I get the opportunity. Sundays are kind of a free day for me at the moment. Trying to make sure I get all my chores and stuff done on a Saturday. So Sunday afternoon streams are a bit more likely, I think.
Yeah. I really want to like do the YouTube stuff. I need to actually sit down and map it out. Haven't really done that.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Zero. Like, if you specialize in something, you're more likely to gain a permanent audience than you are if you're a variety streamer. So yeah, if the viewers drop off if you're not doing a horror game, they're there for the horror games. That's just, it's how it be. I see the same. I don't like do 2 games a stream, which is something I wanted to try and get into, and I'll probably try and focus on a bit more soon. But like, you know, I can certainly see the difference when I go from one game to another. Like if I decide to go from Minecraft to Warcraft, I'll see viewer numbers drop. That's fine. You know, I'd rather enjoy my time playing Warcraft than just carry on playing a game because other people want me to. Go play the game yourself. Minecraft. Who doesn't own Minecraft at this stage? Probably only Toaster. Oh, are you also doing a stream at normal time too? Yep, we're doing F1 as usual. We've got 2 more weekends of that, and then I am deleting the game off my hard drive. And then Meadow and I will be doing some Sporkle.
Yeah. Ed Meadow, do you think people come to watch classic games when you put the game name of retro? I find retro brings more people that would stick around for PS1, PS2. Is that a category on Twitch? Retro? Or what do you mean? Like
You say put it in the title.
Is that what
Oh,
you mean?
put the game name of retro rather than the actual game itself.
Yeah, I think the category he means in the category. Maybe I didn't know that's a thing actually.
Just about to check.
Also, hi Toby. Also, Boss Scout asked this for like ages ago, so I'm just gonna quickfire. Do you think Mickey James gonna beat Rumble? Yes, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully, I like Mickey James.
Yeah, just straight up retro as a category.
Yeah, interesting. Well, maybe that's actually the category I want to go for when I do my like random games on Fridays.
Yeah, that makes
But
more
I
sense to be fair.
don't
If you're,
play many more. Yeah.
if you're only doing
Makes
old
sense.
stuff.
Yeah, where I just play like different games.
Just lost Minecraft again. There we go. What would replace F-Jam then? I'm not 100% what I'm replacing it with completely yet. I need to make sure I've got a relatively common slot for new games. So I want to make sure I'm keeping up with some new games. I've got like my list of ones I want to play. Hitman 3's a big example of that. I want to try and get the proper ending for Hades, so I might slot that into Sunday for a while. At the moment, Thursday and Sunday are kind of like free space days. Mondays, Mythic Mondays. Probably will be until people get bored of it. Tuesday is Minecraft with Murdo, and then Bingle and Rockworth there turning up. Yeah, any other day is kind of like, once F-Jam's gone, kind of like, whatever. Hey guys, hello Gibbo, how are you, my dude? Hope you're well. Final Fantasy 14 instead of F-Jam. I mean, like I said, I'm going to be streaming that in February for sure. I want to get the story finished. Yeah, throwing it on a Sunday probably makes a lot of sense. I've been trying that Heat 32 statue on Hades. It's so spicy. Are you going for 100% on that then? Yeah, I just want to finish the story. I don't tend to 100% many games. Just because I'm always ready to move on to something else. Sorry for the books. Sorry, I haven't read that properly, Zero. Hang on. The biggest dives in channel popularity I've seen came from League of Legends streamers. They got to a spot where they hated the game and literally would have... Oh my god. Would have ended their lives soon if they kept playing. So they went to Variety and their viewership crashed, and all the people that are left in chat just asked, where's League? Sad they can't see their favourite content creator isn't well when playing the game anymore. Yeah, I've heard a few stories like that. Unless you start as a variety streamer and that's how people find you,
Yeah.
you end up locked into certain games.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing it in the statue challenges. Ah, okay. Yeah, once I've done the, is it 9 or 10 runs? Once I've done those, like finish them, I'm probably going to say, right, that's me done with Hades. Congratulations on Game of the Year. I I'm good. Are you streaming tonight? And if so, are you finishing on some Sporkle? Yes, Gibbo, continuing to... Whether we just talk about the same thing in 10 minutes. Yeah, streaming again tonight, mate. Usual time. And then, yeah, finishing with some Sporkle. Absolutely.
Yeah, so Beard, not Beard, Ashmore actually just told me that the retro is a category. So yeah, that's...
I literally just checked and told you that.
Yes, I know. Thank you. That's definitely something I'm looking at for the next streams going forward.
Oh, Bing Bongs. Murder, you have to entertain the people yourself for a second.
Why do you have Bing Bong?
Because I've got the stew cooking.
Oh.
Alexa, stop. I have non-Rumble Wrestling one if you want to give it a go tonight. Yes, save it for me, definitely. Have I played any Hades recently? No, I haven't played it since, like, the last stream. So, I'm well out of practice. Right, chat, I'll be right back. Enjoy my new temporary ad thing. I'm probably going to be, like, a couple of minutes.